What's up, you slimy bastards? Welcome to another epic video. So, I want to start with a story. I want to start with a bit of a story. So, long ago, a time long forgotten, I knew this guy, right? And this is a true story. I knew this guy, and he went to a gas station, an unassuming gas station, and it was like the middle of the day, and there were people everywhere. And this guy in question, he goes into the gas station, and he leaves his keys in his car. Now, he was hopping in, hopping out. He was in the gas station for like 2, maybe 3 minutes. When he gets out of the gas station, his car is fucking gone. Somebody stole his car because his keys were in the car, it was unlocked, they just fucking stole it. And when I heard that story, I laughed, which is kind of mean. But I was just thinking in my head, who the fuck leaves their keys in their car unlocked ever? And that made me think. And now every time I go to a gas station, every time I leave my car to go to a gas station, even if it's 2 seconds, even if I hop out of my car for 1 second to pick something off the ground, I always take my keys out and I always lock my car. My point is this. Learn from other people's mistakes. So anytime anyone tells you a story like that, anytime anyone tells you a story like that, you put yourself in their shoes. You imagine yourself doing it. You have to imagine that you made the mistake. When someone tells you a story like that, where they made an oopsie, if you will, you got to put yourself in that person's shoes. Once you do that, you can learn from other people's mistakes, and then you don't have to go through the same bullshit that they did. So, let's say you know a guy, and he hops into a living arrangement with people that he only kind of knows, and then 6 months into living with these people, he talks about how miserable he is, how they don't pay the rent, how they're disgusting, how, whatever. You have to put yourself in that guy's shoes. And then you say to yourself, I'm glad he told me that story so that I don't make that same mistake. So, anytime anyone tells you a story about where they fucked up, or they did something bad, or they did something wrong, instead of chastising the person and wagging your finger, instead of trying to give advice, you should listen to their story, and then you should absorb the essence of the story so that you don't make the same mistakes they did. So, and you are more like other people than you probably think. So don't think you're better or smarter than people when you hear stories like that. I mean, I laughed when I heard that story about the stolen car, but that could have happened to me. That could happen to anybody. It's just a moment of mindlessness. So when you hear stories like that, instead of thinking, I'm glad I'm not that stupid, you should think, I could be that stupid. That could happen to me. I'm going to learn from this person's mistakes so I don't have to go through the same grief that they did. So learn from your own mistakes, obviously. If you make a mistake, you work past it and you grow and you learn. But more importantly, learn from other people's mistakes so that you don't have to go through the same suffering that they did. That's basically it.